ICE is using, like, Penske normal commercial trucks, Operation Trojan Horse. They're hiding in, like, business vehicles, you know what I mean? They're not even using, like, U-Hauls. They're hiding in, like, Penskes and shit. And then go pulling up to a Walmart or like a Boar's Head truck. You know what I mean? And pulling up to a Walmart and pouring out like the fucking like they're playing Ready or Not. Like a bunch of fucking Gestapo thugs coming out going, "Get on the ground!" to like some fucking day worker. How is that even legal? That can't be legal. I thought you need to identify yourself if you're any sort of, like, law enforcement. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Okay, real quick, shameless plugs. Hi, I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti Videos VOD. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. Episode 200 Extravaganza. We've got merch, new merch. We've got the Constitussy. You know, this too will defend. Is that the line? Fuck you. This is ours. Don't let those bastards take it from you. We've also got the Democratic Socialist poster. We've also got the Democratic Socialist tank. Yes, that's me. Yes, that's the flower of the resistance. Free fucking Palestine, boys. Free Palestine. And you can get the new merch down below. It's been 200 episodes, guys. We are going hardbodykarate.net. And here's Beans and Luigi. Hold on. Yeah. We're going hard body karate. You know, I've been going crazy. I've been going brazy since King Doland. Hold on. Motherfucking ray gun is moving. Oh, God. I'm breaking everything. I've been going hard body karate. Thank you for the $2. Can we start the counterattacks now, sir? What? What? Oh! But thank you to everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Big shout out to all the patrons. You guys are fucking great. Anybody paying $2, $5, $8 a month on Patreon to support the channel, thank you very much. To all the members, I love you. Thank you very much. You can become a member here on YouTube for $5. You get access to a whole bunch of different emotes. Really fucking awesome. You can donate to the channel, and you can use the 40% discount code for Ground News. Other than that, I mean, I gotta just show you this footage because it's hard to fucking believe, dogs.
Take a look at this video of Border Patrol agents in Los Angeles, fully decked out in military garb, loading into a rental truck. They were headed to a Home Depot where
Union Del Barrio. I want to find him on Instagram. Hold on. Instagram, Union Del Barrio. Is this the same one? Union Del Barrio. I want to see, is this? Dude, oh, this is it. Bro, that cannot be legal. What is this? Dude, like, I'm telling you, these are not ICE agents, bro. Like, actual federal officers. Oh, my God, look at how the fucking food stands are just unattended. They just snatched them up right from the food stands. Holy shit. This is like fucking Nazi shit. Look at them loading into the fucking Penske. Just unmarked vehicles. Operation Trojan Horse, they're calling this.
Jumped out of the back of the box truck and arrested 16 day workers waiting to be picked up for jobs. It's all part of what CBP is calling Operation Trojan Horse. And it comes as the Wall Street Journal has new reporting on immigrants vanishing once inside ICE detention. Quote, frequent transfers between detention centers across the country or to multiple locations in a few days have become commonplace in the second Trump administration.
Oh, my God,
according to more
bro.
than a dozen immigration.
Disappearing people, bro. Disappearing people is the type of shit that, like, you learn about when you're learning about, like, I don't know, like fucking Saddam Hussein or Trujillo. Like, you disappearing people in the United States of America. Oh my God, how the mighty have fallen. Jesus, Lord God.
Lawyers across the country. Joining us now, NBC's Julia Ainsley. Paul Butler is former U.S. attorney and MSNBC legal analyst. Tim Miller's back with us. Julia, tell us more. What do you know about this so-called Operation Trojan Horse?
Well, it's exactly as it sounds. There were these ICE officers who went into a Home Depot parking lot in Los Angeles and jumped out of the back of a Penske truck. Penske, by the way, has put out a statement saying that they did not want any part of this, that they didn't want ICE to be using their truck or their brand to do it. They jumped out. They arrested 16 people in this parking lot. The ICE has not told us anything about their criminal background, but the Border Patrol sector chief in that area said that this is an area that has had MS-13 activity. But Mayor Karen Bass of LA pushed back and said that she doesn't think that MS-13 members would be simply sitting in a Home Depot.
Exactly. What do you think? You think the masa trucha is just sitting outside of a Walmart waiting to get picked up in a truck to go like fucking work on somebody's garden? Are you demented, dog? Are you fucking kidding? You could at least try to make a good lie.
Parking lot waiting for a job as a day laborer, and that they're really targeting the wrong people. And not only is that her opinion, that really came from a judge. And the city attorney of Los Angeles is now looking into whether or not ICE is violating that court order that said that they could not arrest people based on things like race or their location.
No shit, they're fucking arresting people based on race. They're holding up a brown paper bag and going, yeah, that'll do. Honestly, I don't even think they're doing it by race, too. You could be a totally white dude, and if your last name is Ramirez, you're fucking cooked.
In other words, you can't just go into an area you think undocumented immigrants might be and start arresting people willy-nilly. In the past, ICE has found target list people who they believe they know who they are, where they are.
Yo, and by the way, guys, this is coming out right as, you know, the Department of Homeland Security just had a leaked memo come out saying that they are planning on working with the Department of Defense, which is the United States military, right? And using what happened in Los Angeles with the National Guard and the Marines, they want to use that as a template for future cities. You know how we were watching what was going on in LA and how they fucking made like small protests in like what, maybe 5 blocks look like the entire city was burning down and we needed to have the Marines deployed? They thought that was good, and they want to do that in the other cities, bro. And meanwhile, they got fucking ICE running around. We're about to have the Marines doing the same shit that ICE is doing right now.
They've committed some kind of immigration violation in the United States. This is in violation of that order, and we'll see if this actually ends up becoming part of a legal challenge.
Paul, is there any legal recourse for this kind of tactic?
Yes, there's a restraining order from a federal court that prohibits the Department of Homeland Security and ICE from stopping people based only on their...
Thank you for the $5. Are we supposed to just sit by and watch if you see them doing this in public? Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do. No matter what is legal, it doesn't matter. They wear masks. They hide their identity. They can simply violate the rule of law and take you as well, and there will be no consequences for them. You're not dealing with actual federal officers. You are dealing with Proud Boys and white supremacists wearing fucking gear they bought off of Amazon.
Race or language. And importantly, as Julia said, you also can't be stopped based on your location, the kind of work that you do. So the court specifically found that being present in places like agricultural sites or bus stops does not legally create the reasonable suspicion that someone is undocumented, that ICE needs to detain people. And so these lawyers will certainly go back to court and say that when ICE showed up at this Home Depot, that's the same as if they showed up on a field or at a bus stop, and it's enjoined by this court order.
Dude, and not only that, too, like, this is all just if you remember, like, this is a small piece. Right now we have ICE rounding up migrants, whether they're legal or illegal. We have ICE also rounding up U.S. citizens and deporting U.S. citizens. But at the same time, if you remember when Trump crashed out a couple of days ago, or we were live, we were covering it, and Trump was crashing out over like a reporter saying that there was a homeless guy outside of the White House, and Trump really did lose his mind. It was really strange to witness. And then we saw Big Balls, that like 22-year-old guy who worked at Doge. He got jumped. He got carjacked. Fucking shout out carjackers. Good shit. He got their shit kicked out of him. And Trump is like, well, I'm going to take over the city federally. And now Trump just signed an executive order. We covered this in the latest video where he's trying to say that we should be allowed to round up and detain anybody who is mentally ill and anybody who's homeless. And I want to show you just how, thank you for becoming a loyalist, Bailey. I want to show you just how quickly and efficiently Fox News taps into whatever Trump says and then pushes it out in an easily consumable manner for like your crazy fucking Uncle Ron. Look at the shit that they are saying on Fox News and how quickly they jumped on board with what Trump was saying.
And there were more than 100,000 robberies. Again, 6 times the number than we saw last year.
How bad
can it get? Because a lot of what you're seeing is mental illness.
Yeah.
And the mental illness we're seeing in every way, shape, and form. The gunman who murdered those 4 individuals last week, seriously, violently, mentally ill. The man who tried to kidnap that child down in Northern Virginia, seriously mentally ill. And until you start putting these people in hospitals and locking them up and forcing treatment upon them in some way, which Supreme Court decision in the 70s makes it difficult, but they need to start putting these people behind bars and treating them. That's the only way that you're going to make this.
So listen to what she's using the most extreme examples, like the guy who shot up a whole bunch of people. But what she is saying is that people who are, as the government labels, mentally ill, and also homeless people, before they commit a crime, need to be rounded up and forced into a hospital and have treatment forced upon them. This is exactly what was said in the executive order. Go back and watch my video. One of them is called, like, Trump executive order makes it illegal to be mentally ill or some shit like that. This is, they're immediately jumping on. Now, wait till you hear the next part. It's going to make you fucking tweak.
Streets safer.
Making it worse, they're hopped up on this super THC marijuana that's going.
Super THC. I don't know what that is, but I fucking want it. What the fuck?
Around, and this gunman, you talk about the gunman who was here, he had been smoking a lot of that very high potent.
It's so powerful.
It's not your grandpa's.
Yeah, bro. Because the gunman was ripping the fucking Benjamin and goes, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go shoot. I gotta drive from Las Vegas to New York and go shoot up a whole bunch of people. You know what? This yard has me so fucked. Are you out of your fucking mind? What is this, 1955? You're blaming the reefer. You're blaming the reefer.
It's marijuana, believe me. And it is you can't go down any street in Manhattan without smelling
I thought they were
the whiff
selling it
of
in the building for a
weed.
moment.
Well,
I mean,
the issue with the THC is that it triggers the psychotic episodes.
Absolutely.
But even if you stop using the drug, you still are permanently schizophrenic.
Baseline.
And
You hear that, stoners? We smoked weed and we got psychosis, and even if we stop smoking the weed, we're permanently schizophrenic. Yes, that's exactly, I heard that as well. Tom over here, if you could see Tom, he agrees that this is a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. What is that? What is this? What is this? What is this my psychosis?
But dual diagnosis is a huge problem. And until you start putting people in hospitals and we have no beds, it'll never change.
Well, the point you're making is
Look at how she's looking down because she's kind of ashamed to say this. Because remember, these people aren't actually... They're evil for doing this. They sold their fucking souls. But these people aren't allowed to tell their actual opinion. They have to frame their opinion around whatever talking point is given to them. And the talking point is handed to them by Donald Trump. It's top down, right? Fox News is the propaganda organization, is the propaganda arm of Trump.
It's partially that also people that are running the city just address the wrong problems over and over again because they're not really interested in getting to the root causes and fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I wonder what the root causes of homelessness and mental illness are. Perhaps it's poverty. Dumb fucking bitch. Anyway, Thank you for tuning into the Valenti VOD. Or thank you for 200 episodes. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for 78,000 subs. We're getting inching closer and closer to 100K. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're here live, stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded, do me one last favor and click that video right over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers.